Capricorn, the month of November is really going to ramp you guys up. What I'm hearing for you is stronger, bigger, and powerful. Let's take a look at the sun, moon, and rising for the month of November and see what's coming in for you. Now, we're going to start off with your foundation, you guys, and this is a powerful message. So the real question that you want to ask yourself, am I ready? Am I ready? Are you ready to escalate whatever is going on in your life? Now, some of you, if you're still involved in toxicity, I feel you're going to leave it, especially when it comes to family and friends. We're going to take a look at that after the foundation and then romance. And then I'll bring in the guided message, Archangel Michael, and my guide, Ali, of course, tapping into my higher self. You guys start off with the Nine of Pentacles. This is amazing, amazing energy. And that's what I heard. What am I going to tell Capricorn for the month of November? Stronger, bigger, more powerful. You guys are taking back your power, or you already have, and you are going to kind of like tweak it and transmute it. And you may be feeling that energy of letting go of the old and coming into the new. And there is a period of stagnation, and you will feel drained and all of that other stuff that so many people are feeling. But once you break through this, which is in the month of November, you're going to rise into the new life path. What have you been focused on? What have you been creating? What have you been working on? And this Nine of Pentacles represents feeling really good in the world that you've created, feeling very powerful in the fact that you know you are connected directly to the divine, connected to your higher self, and starting a new destined plan. And that's what I feel a lot of you have really been digging, and I'm seeing a vision of somebody digging their way out of a mess. And this may be your finances, where your financial foundation kind of crumbled around you. And I feel it was bit by bit. It wasn't like boof all of a sudden, although some of you, I'm sure it was. But this vision that I'm seeing is somebody had to go little by little and take each step of the way. Now, when you're rebuilding your life after you've fallen apart, okay, because the foundation wasn't solid and it crumbles, and that's what we're seeing with so many people, and that's what's going on in the outside world. But we're not talking about the outside world. You have to distance yourself and continue to take that shovel and continue to go in the speed that you're going through the rest of October and into, I'm seeing November 5th. Excuse me, November 5th. All right, and then you're going to start feeling much better. Now, make sure that you're paying attention to your inner foundation. Make sure that your health is in good order. You're eating as best as you can. That means paying attention to what you're putting in your body. It doesn't mean, spending a fortune, but paying very close attention to what it is that you're putting in your body. That counts more than anything. Staying away from the chemicals that can hurt you, that can clog your system, and definitely blocks your energetic flow to allow abundance in. You're rebuilding, you're restructuring, and now you're hitting this plateau. Some of you already have, and this is a big growth spurt for you. So when it comes to your foundation overall in general, you've got beautiful energy coming in. The one thing they want me to point out to you when it comes to your foundation is to stay strong and do not hesitate on your ideas. If you think it, right? If we think it, we create it. That's how we create our own perception. And our perception is the world that we live in right around us. Okay, that's our family, our friends, our foundation. So they want you to stand strong in what it is your beliefs are, because you see through this journey of what you've been going through, who you are right now today, and where you're going to be in the future, has everything to do with your authentic self. Capricorn, I've been over the last, I'm going to say 6 to 7 months, felt very low energy with Capricorn. Like, I am so done I don't want this shovel anymore. I don't want to be shoveling any more of this. And I get it. It is hard. It can be very challenging when you're surrounded by things that do not mesh with your energy. They don't work with your energetic flow. That can be the foundation that you're living on, the land that you're living on. You might be living in the wrong location. So I am seeing two people around you that may be helping you to relocate. All right, and pulling you from one area into another. That may be pulling you from the bottom into a middle section, and some of you is pulling you into the higher section. It just depends on where you're at in your life. Where are you at in your life? Are you in the middle section, the lower section? Are you already in the high section? Because this is for all Capricorn. There is something going on where you need to stay very strong in your energy. As an earth sign, you really do blend with the land. So it's very easy for you to know if you're in the right location or not, unless you're around family and friends that actually interfere with this. This can be work families, soul families, probably not soul families. We'll look at that in the end. I feel it's more your first family, your own family, and the people in the neighborhood, etc. Now, you may even be in a place of being alone right now, and they're saying, they're telling me they're going to guide you through that. If you are in a place of feeling alone, you will hear that message in the guided message at the end. All right. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'm a psychic remote viewer. I hear it, see it, feel it, know it, and I bring all of this information from you. Archangel Michael's with me and my guide, Allie, and I tap into my higher self. And of course, the cards are super fun to bring into the message, right? That Nine of Pentacles definitely had a lot to do with stronger, bigger, and it's like better, all the way around better. But it's not going to feel like that, especially for those of you that are stuck in a relationship. You got the Eight of Swords. You see how that works. It follows this, okay? And that's what I mean. The cards follow my messages. If you're stuck in a relationship, family, friends, if you're stuck in an area that doesn't feel right, you're really going to have to take a step back and look at the future, look at the present, look at the future, but ignore these people. And it was really weird for Virgo. If you have Virgo in your chart, check out the Virgo reading. But Virgo reading, I brought in Libra. There was an interconnection of Virgo and Libra. Now, if it's an out of balance, some Virgos are out of balance. Every zodiac sign, doesn't matter what their zodiac sign is, it's just people in general. But they couldn't get past the 3 times I talked about Libra, even though I had 12 times of mentioning Virgo. So they couldn't get past it because they're out of balance, right? That's what they want Capricorn to know. As an earth sign, we want you to stand strong. Your roots need to be in the ground under your feet, as if you were a tree. And that's really what you represent, right? You're so connected to the earth. When it comes to the family tree, you may feel that way as well. But it is time for you to reevaluate. For some of you, I do see 1, 2, possibly 3 people for some of you coming. These are people coming back into your life. And I feel they're rebuilding their life. Or they may be coming in to throw you off your game. They may be the reason that you're stuck in this situation, whoever this is, all right? And again, I'm seeing 1, 2, and 3. Which one is it for you? 1 person, 2 people, or 3 people? It can't even be more. But this Eight of Swords is stuck in a mental prison where you just have such a hard time with everything going on. A lot of manipulation, games, a lot of game playing, mind games, all right? And that's where you have to just set it aside and focus on what it is that you're trying to do. Now, there is a blessing in disguise coming in for a group of you where you are going to reunite with somebody. And I don't feel it's necessarily in person, although it can be. I'm seeing somebody talking to somebody on a video, okay, like Facebook or WhatsApp. I don't use WhatsApp, but the video conferencing, that access that we have. And this is going to be very, very good. It's going to blow you away out of this. If you're going to bypass the 9 and the 10, 8 of Swords, stuck in a mental prison, 9 of Swords, okay? And then the 10 of Swords, it's like exhaustion, mental exhaustion, fatigue, and the 10 of Swords is feeling like you've been stabbed in the back and you can't get up on the ground. So you're going to bypass that through this one conversation. Now, this may be that you thought something about this individual, or they thought something about you. because this communication is clearing the airway, the communication energetic field that you have between each other is being cleared and cleansed away through this one conversation. If you needed to let go, you're going to know you need to let go. If you need to rebuild, restructure, redefine, reset boundaries with this person because of love between the two of you, because there is love, it's real love. You're gonna know. It's instant. It's instant, where you literally bypass the next two phases and jump right into the Ace of Swords. A new beginning that's gonna be, I'm hearing the word cherished. Like you're gonna cherish your new life. You're just gonna cherish everything you have going on. Sorry, I shook the camera. And it's gonna be very, very beautiful for a lot of you, definitely, for sure. You have the Five of Cups, okay? And with this Five of Cups, that's what I'm talking about, family and friends, your community around you. There's just a sense of disappointment, and for a lot of you, this Eight of Swords is just the memory of what you've been going through, the memory of what you've been dealing with. But for others, you still have those people around you. Now, I want to redefine this, and we're going to talk about this in a new membership that I'm putting in here on YouTube, and it's going to be very, very, very powerful to help you guys heal. I will announce it over the next couple days, maybe this weekend or Monday. You're going to see it. But this is a new way of looking at life, where you understand clearly what's going on and how to get out of it. Okay, so it's going to be very, very powerful. And you also had come out the warrior princess, okay? The warrior princess in you, that's that bigger, better power. That's the power in you is actually coming through in the month of November, where you're going to take back your power. If somebody's been dominating you, you're pulling back your power. And you're doing it in a healthy way where it does not defy them. It doesn't hurt them in any possible way. It's not about them. It's about you in a very self-loving way, not selfish way. So it's going to be very, very powerful. Change of dynamic. That communication is going to either end a relationship or it's going to grow that relationship because you pulled your personal power back. You brought back who you really are. Now, as we look at romance, that can stand the same for some of you. It may be your romantic partner that we're talking about, absolutely. For some of you, that situation may even be a neighbor that you're watching, but you're involved in it, and somehow they got you tied in there where you're in that mental prison with them. And you're going to escape, and it is going to be very, very, very powerful. You have the Four of Swords that came out, all right, the Four of Swords. So you've been going through a lot of healing, and this Four of Swords is really taking a step back and going into the mental, meditative state so that you can define your relationship and see it very, very clearly. That may very well tie into that last message, but we're going to go deeper here, okay? So what I'm seeing is two people who fight, they argue, they have very poor communication, and there's a big sense of disrespect there. There's like nothing, and then poof. Is that you? If that's you, just put a yes, okay? Just put a yes on there, and I'll know what you're talking about. But it's like there's nothing, and then it explodes. So it's almost like mixing fire and water. One puts one out. And then we are looking at fire and air, where the air blows the fire up and really creates this combative energy. So if you're dealing with a water or a fire sign, it may very well have something to do with that. But you as an earth sign, I feel for Capricorn, because you usually have such a grounded state of being, you're very good with your foundation normally. And that's what I mean. Something or someone came in and knocked you off your game. It may very well have been that particular person. But the answer to this lies over the next 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks of November. You're either going to or you're not going to participate anymore. Like a real decision is going to come from this. But this step back, so if you've been feeling in a lethargic phase with your partner, you're going to know exactly what to do. You can only do this for so long before somebody says, I can't do this anymore. It's exhausting. It's draining. It's sucking the life right out of me, right? And that's what I see with Capricorn. That's why I think you're going to like this new membership, and I'll post it very soon. But there's something very unique about the separation. There's no anger in Capricorn. I'm hearing the word resilience. You have resilience because there's no necessarily icky stuff coming through. You've already healed over it. We can heal over a relationship before we ever leave the person. And that's what I feel is going on with Capricorn in that situation right there. Now, obviously, not all of you are going through that, but I still see a separation when it comes to the relationship, romantic relationship with Capricorns. So that feeling of distance, of living under the same roof without communication, go back to 2019 and early 2020. Is that when it began? Is it similar to that? Did it rise up and then come back down? Okay, because there's a lot of similarities right now from 2019 and 2020 that have reemerged in this time frame of 2024. So go back to October 2019 and see if that relates to you. Our single Capricorns, I feel you're a little bit shy, maybe a little gun shy, okay? A little gun shy of getting back out there and getting on the horse again and wanting to open up to romance. I see a lot of you have really been working more on your foundation, on creating a life that you love so that when you meet the right person, it blends, it works this time because you know exactly who you're dealing with just by talking to them. You've grown, you have learned so much. You definitely have somebody new coming in. This is a beautiful energy of somebody just showing up on your doorstep. And you may see them in a dream state before they even come in the door. Now, when I'm saying the door, what I'm being shown is like you're at somebody's house and somebody comes in. You're at your friend's house, you're at your neighbor's house. It could be yours, but I doubt it. I see a lot of people around, so you never know. But I feel this is like a friend of a friend, somebody associated to somebody else, and you guys see each other and it's like, whoa. In your mind, you're going to say, I saw you in my dreams, because this is a soul connection, not the one that flipped you upside down or made you feel worn out. This is the soul connection for the new version of you, right? Like attracts like. Your energy was vibrating higher. You're bigger. You're more powerful in a positive, healthy way. So you're bringing in somebody who is on an equal level. And this can actually turn into something quite loving, quite endearing. So there's a very big shift overall for the sign of Capricorn. Now let me bring in the guided message for you as we close this session. Capricorn, we always see you as the strong one, the sturdy horse, not the Arabian or any other breed, but like the quarter horse, the master horse that has all of this earthly energy and keeps you locked into a place of feeling safe. And somebody comes in and knocks you off your game. So it makes you fall over where it's very difficult to get up. You weren't alone while you were digging your way out of the hole, as we mentioned earlier. You had us with you. We were helping you with each stroke into the ground, with each tear that fell from your eye, with each joyful laughter that came out of you as you rose a little bit higher and higher. We helped you grow, and we will be there. But right now, it's not about us. It's about you tapping into your own divine energy. The divine works around us. It works through us, and we are the divine. You are the divine. You are the master of your destiny. We are simply here to guide you if needed. It is time for you to tap into your higher wisdom and knowledge and follow the path that you see in your mind. Create the life that you want. Expand the life that you want. Grow into your true, authentic self and break free from all of the illusions that were holding you back, because none of it was real. What is real is you, Capricorn. You are the realest thing in your mind, in your heart, and in your soul. So move forward, big, bold, and powerful. We'll be there if you need us. All right, that's amazing. Thank you. That is an amazing message, Capricorn. Please let me know that you like that guided message, and much love.